to senior night at the Morristown Baird School. We would now like to recognize and thank all of our senior basketball players, their families, and our managers by introducing them, inviting them to center court to be honored. First, our senior managers as a group: Alana Smith, Matt Dixter with his mom Nina, Noah Casper with his dad Eric, and Nick Mitchell with his mom Eunice and dad Rob. Managers and parents, please come to the key and you'll take some photos. One at a time, we'll take your pictures. And you will stay on the court. We will take a group shot at the end. So you don't step on it. Thank you to Alana, Matt, Noah, and Nick for their service as our team managers. Now for our senior players. Number 2, Justin Bambassett. Justin is joined today by his mom, Alexis, and dad, David. Congratulations, number 2, Justin Bambassett. Number 1, Dax Bush. Dax is joined today by his mom, Kim, his dad, David, and brother, Luke. Congratulations, number 1, Dax Bush. Number 14, Io Fayemi, who unfortunately couldn't join us this evening, but congratulations to Io. Number 33, Gavin Frey. Gavin is joined today by his mom, Jennifer, and dad, John. Congratulations, number 33, Gavin. Number 5, Sam Sommer. Sam is joined today by his mom, Marla, and dad, Michael. Congratulations, number 5, Sam Sommer. Number 4, David Stolberger. David is joined tonight by his mom, Lisa, and dad, Adam. Congratulations, number 4, David Stolberger. Captain, number 3, Chris Kelly. Chris is joined tonight by his mom, Mary, and dad, Jed. Congratulations, number 3, Chris Kelly. And captain number 40, Max Messino. Max is joined tonight by his mom, Lisa, and dad, Chris. Congratulations, number 40, Max Messino. On behalf of the Morristown Baird School Administration and its basketball team, we would like to thank all the senior players and managers, along with their parents, for their hard work and dedication to our basketball program and to the greater school community. Thank you to our seniors. Seniors,
shall not be tolerated, from subject the violator to ejection, and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. Each one is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this competition at a high level of good sportsmanship. Now for the starting lineup for Dover High School. Number 15, Evan Correa. Number 31, Josh Gillis. Number 34, Adrian Picana. Number 42, Maureen Ackley. And number 11, Saylor Robbins. Joggers coached by Billy Collins. Starting lineup for Morristown here. Number 3, Chris Kelly. Number 40, Max Pacino. Number 4, Daniel Stolberger. Number 5, Sam Summer. Number 2, Justin Bosa. Morristown is coached by Tim Fell.
All right, we welcome you here to the Morristown Baird School in Morristown, New Jersey. This is Play-by-Play Productions presentation of Morristown Baird Senior Night. And we've got ourselves a student section on hand. They had a little trouble with the national anthem, so our student section does the honors. And let's listen in. All right, I'll tell you what, the energy level is high, and we don't need me to tell you that. Students making it clear, and we are ready to go for some Mo Baird Crimson basketball live here on Play-by-Play Production. Simon Rosenwasser here with you. Crimson in the whites, Dover in the blacks. Senior night. And David Stolberger takes the tip from Mo Baird, and it's Dover who will win it. And Saeed Robbins. Well, baseline jumper goes in and out from Evan Correa. There's a rebound and put back for Dover. And they are on the board first. Josh Quiles, the first two. And so our first look at Mo Baird on offense, coached by Tim Fell. Justin Ben Bassett down low. There's Max Massino, the captain, with the first deuce. And the Crimson with an early response. It's 2-2 early going. Crimson coming out 2-3 zone. Left wing three for Dover, and that's good. So Dover starting out hot. Evan Correa drills it from beyond, and it's 5-2 in the early going. Crossover at the top, it's Chris Kelly who has his pocket picked by Evan Correa. Goes in and out on the rebound, but it's a Crimson rebound, and Sam Summer is fouled. Sam Summer, as it's Ben Bassett working up to the top of the key for a Messino three, in and out. Good hustle from David Stolberger, but it's picked up by Evan Correa. Lefty gives off left wing. Little give and go. Correa pump faking, and he's playing catch here with Jordan Ake. Ake will swing it to the other side where Correa is standing. Still that 2-3 zone as it's sliced through. Down low, the loose ball picked up by Mo Baird. First couple minutes of the game, and Chris Kelly picks up his dribble. Kelly off to the right, Justin Ben Bassett. Max Messino now. Dover coming out in what looks to be a man-to-man. Tough shot here, and Dover will let it go out of bounds. Sam Summer with the take. And so it remains 5-2. Saeed Robbins for Correa. Another three, this one off the mark. Big body down there, and a denial from David Stolberger. Crowd loves it. Mo Baird with Justin Ben Bassett, and the pace slowed by Chris Kelly. Now Messino, team's leading scorer this season. Messino picks up the loose ball off the window too much. Stolberger, another rebound. He's been working hard early. Chris Kelly, fade away. Won't get it. Messino working for the miss, and he puts it back for two. Max Messino with 4 early points for the Crimson. And it's 5-4. Should be a tightly contested game. Baseline jump shot won't fall. And another rebound for Stolberger. I'll tell you what, he's been working hard early. Tried from the top of the key, Messino. Another putback, this time a baseline jump shot, and Max Messino with 6 of his team's 6 points here in the first quarter. Approaching 4 minutes gone by. 4-0 run here for the Crimson. They've got a 1-point lead. Evan Correa. And now the three from Jordan Ake. Messino, another rebound. He's got a man ahead, leaking ahead. It's Ben Bassett. He flips it up. Messino turning garbage into gold. Once again, 8 points for Max Messino, and he forces a timeout by Dover. Let's take a look again at Messino. This is one of his recent rebounds and putbacks. And Messino with the 8-point number here for Morristown Baird, all 8 of the Crimson points. As you see Tim Fell and the huddle here, it's been tough sledding for Mo Baird. They've been looking for the offense to pick up with some consistency in this game, or this season, and the Crimson with a good start. Tim Fell liking the energy that he has seen early on. He's got some great contributions from these seniors. David Stolberger, Max Messino, Dax Bush, Sam Summer. It's been ebbing and flowing all season long, the energy, and it's been a tough season for Mo Baird at 2-13, but how about the character of this Crimson squad to be able to come out and provide the kind of energy thanks to that man, Max Messino, here in this one so far. Still the 2-3 zone out of the timeout for the Crimson. Saeed Robbins kicks right wing. Down low, it's Messino challenging. It's an and one. Counted in the foul for A.J. Pachota. And we take one more look. And Pachota with the position down low. And he turns it into a three-point play. Just like that, we're tied at 8. That's Messino, turnaround. He's got the answers today already in double figures. Crimson manning up all of a sudden. Saeed Robbins with Leibowitz now in the game, the junior. And underneath, it's going to be Pachota who gets the roll over Gavin Frey. Senior in there, tough matchup. And we're knotted at 10, so a couple teams that have had some issues scoring the basketball this season come out pretty hot. Here's a three from the top, drilled. Dax Bush, the triple. Rebound pulled down by Mo Baird. That's Leibowitz. Leaking ahead. Bush. Traveling is the call. Another look. Look at this outlet pass. (13 to 10). 2 minutes left, first quarter. And this foul will be called on the floor once again, looking to get it to the big man. And A.J. Pachota. Foul on the floor called against Gavin Frey. Under 2 to play, first quarter. Inbound for Dover. Dax Bush trapping the man there. And the whistle, foul is called. We'll see if it's in the act of shooting. Evan Correa is heading to the stripe for a couple free throws. Another look, Dax Bush. And Frey again called for the foul. I believe that's his second. Back iron off the first free throw from Evan Correa. 1 of 2 in a 2-point game. Here's Leibowitz finding a cutting man. Count it and the foul. Chris Kelly with one more to come. So a hot start for the Crimson, 15 to 11. Substitution for Dover as Emilio Mendez comes into the game. And Chris Kelly's got one more at the line. .16 first quarter for the Crimson, nothing to scoff at. Good start, feeding off the energy here at home. Once again, the pace slows as Dover works around this Mo Baird defense, back in man-to-man. Evan Frey is down there, same with Max Messino playing forwards. Here's Frey against Pachota. That's been the matchup, and that's good. Do not count it. For a moment, it looked like it was going to be an and one. In the NBA, it probably would have with the continuation. But they're going to call it on the floor. It is another foul against Frey. Here comes another Crimson player. Kevin Sokolowski will check in. to replace Frey, who's now got 3 personal fouls. Quickly in for Saeed Robbins. Emilio Mendez thinking 3, puts it on the floor. Good defense from Sokolowski, recently checked in. Clears the rebound as well. Here's Chris Kelly with the crossover. Forced it up there, and then Kelly commits the foul on the follow. Still 16-11. Final minute of play here in the first quarter. Robbins guarded by Kelly. Crimson back to the 2-3. Tim Fell going back and forth with his defensive alignments. Keeping it fresh against this Dover attack. Robbins. And now entering the lane, it's Leibowitz defending. They'll have to force it back out. Tipped and picked up by Dax Bush. Messino flying for the rebound. And he couldn't finish. So we're headed the other way. Kelly forcing it. Well, the Crimson are cutting off the passing lanes. You like the energy. 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. It'll stay with Dover. Final seconds of the first. Emilio Mendez for Saeed Robbins off back iron, and that'll do it for the first quarter. 16-11 after 1. You're watching MBS Senior Night here on Play by Play Productions. All right, second quarter of action. Live here on Play by Play Productions. 16-11, Mo Baird leads. Max Messino leading the team in scoring with 10. Here's Dax Bush putting it on the floor. Found Leibowitz, his right wing 3, too much. And Pachota tracks down the rebound. Good entry pass. Leibowitz defending, able to work himself through the contact, was Dover's Josh Quiles, and then turned over on the other side. Timeout called by Tim Fell. Doesn't like how this second quarter has started. And we'll take a look at the coach's corner. Look at Tim Fell, also the head football coach here at Morristown Baird School, taking over for the late, great Eddie Franz, longtime basketball coach here at Mo Baird. And Tim Fell, with his master's at Seton Hall, he is. Doing a great job this year, although he won't probably agree with that. His team with some tough sledding, but they're showing up tonight, no doubt. 16-13. Here's a three from Dover. It's no good. And the rebound picked up by the Crimson. Here they come. It's Sokolowski. First two for Kevin Sokolowski, a sophomore. Some good height. And he gives the Crimson the 5-point advantage. Robbins putting it on the floor. Active hands from the Crimson. This is Robbins trying to force it down low. Messino. See Tim Fell liking the hustle there on the loose ball. And that's going to be a defensive foul. Call it on the floor. Get one more look at it. Driving for two is Dover's Emilio Mendez. Messino, good feed, and that's all ball underneath. Another whistle before this shot. The 16th foul against the Crimson, so the Dover squad in the bonus. Tigers will head to the line for a one-on-one. I'll check that. This is the 17th foul, so one-and-one begins right now. Emilio Mendez at the line for one and potentially another. Dax Bush checks out of the game. Moberg student section making some noise. Mendez earning the right to shoot another with 5:48 to play, second quarter. One of two, rebound to Sokolowski. Here's Messino. He's turned himself into, well, the leader of this Crimson squad. Leibowitz has got a lot of potential, and he draws the foul. He was a starter last year, contributed, and he's grown into that body. Junior heading to the free throw line as we take another look at a strong drive from Leibowitz. Foul called on Pachota, as you saw, and Leibowitz hits the first. Student section making their presence known. One of two from Leibowitz. Here's Saeed Robbins with his team down by 3. A couple minutes into the second quarter. Crimson back in the 2-3 zone. Leibowitz manning the middle. Robbins space to shoot. That space dries up pretty quick. Nick Anderson is in the game as well for the Crimson, freshman for Mo Baird. As Messino is going to get called for the foul here. Driving Dover player. And Josh Quiles, take another look. And maybe a little shove from the back from Max. All right, we got ourselves a 1-point game. This is Anderson. Bright future ahead. Called up to varsity 3 weeks ago. Still putting time in with the JV and freshman team, but they need his services here at the varsity level as this shot not tipped. Chris Kelly claimed it was. Substitution for the Crimson. Messino takes a seat. David Stolberger back in. And Saeed Robbins once again calming the pace for the Tigers. Driving to the lane. This shot no good. And a wrestling match won by Micah Leibowitz. Anderson receives back, and he nearly had the three-point play. But you like the run in transition for the Crimson. And great look at it. Anderson receiving back from Kevin Sokolowski, and now he goes to the line. Nick Anderson misses both free throws. He's a guard. He's a really good player. He's already called the best passer on the team, according to Coach Tim Fell. We're halfway through the second quarter. Dover looking to take the lead, down by 1. Here's Saeed Robbins leaking off. And a 2 for Josh Quiles. So we're on the seesaw, and Dover has the 1-point advantage. 3.5 left as Anderson takes the high screen from Stolberger. Picks up his dribble, needs help, and gives it away. So Quiles with Stolberger defending. 2 free throws coming. Well, the fouls racking up for the Crimson, though that's 2 nonetheless. The 19th foul, though, on the Crimson, so it's double bonus for the final 3:25 of the second. Another look. And you could see the extended right arm of Stolberger there. All right, 1 of 2, largest lead of the game for Dover. Quiles puts it in. And the Crimson need a response after starting strong. See how long Max Messino stays on the bench as Anderson has it slip off his hands. And Dover's off and running again, though. Quiles with the same result as Anderson. And the Crimson get it back. Timeout, Mo Baird. 3:06 left in the second quarter. Take a look at Dover Tigers. Billy Connors in his 5th season. 65-54 was the score back on January 4th when Mo Baird defeated Dover. Well, it's been a tough season for both teams, but you can see how engaged Billy Connors is with his team in black there. And with 3:06 to play second quarter, he'll send the troops out for battle yet again. Tim Fell doing the same for the Crimson here on Mo Baird senior night. All right, Crimson ball out of the timeout. Sokolowski. And now Leibowitz, the lefty, strong drive. Rebound cleared by Josh Quiles. He's going to try and take it coast to coast. Blocking foul, counted and one. I'll tell you what, it looks from here as we're going to get a look. And yeah, good look from our play-by-play crew as that is called as a block. And rightly so. Does seem like they called it on the floor. They didn't count the bucket, so it's 2 free throws here for Quiles. Well, the officials talking this one over, as you see. Well, yeah, Dover is asking about that made bucket, right? They scored it in transition. Referee, was he calling it on the floor or not? And now he's saying one more free throw. Well, a little confusion. I think they're just going to call it a double bonus foul. And that's an 8-second violation. So we've seen some rookie mistakes, so to speak. Some freshman mistakes for Anderson with that promising future, but the last couple minutes, well, a few turnovers, though. Now they're saying it's Crimson ball. Well, a Dover protest yet again, as it seemed like they called an 8-second violation, which would have been a turnover and Dover ball. Well, 2 different vibes on the bench. Mo Baird going to win the argument. Well, Tim Fell will take it. 2:29 to play. Crimson have the ball. They're down by 5. Largest lead of the game for Dover. It's that dangerous part for Mo Baird. They don't want to let it get away from them, as they've seen throughout the season. This is Anderson with a quality crossover, finds his man on the left wing. Anderson down low, one more for Leibowitz. Travel is the call. Yet another turnover, and the Dover bench loves it. 2 minutes left, and Dover, well, they can once again settle into their slower pace This time with a 5-point advantage. Pump fake on the right wing, and there's a travel the other way. So turnovers starting to pile up for both teams. Final ticks here of the second quarter. Chris Kelly for Kevin Sokolowski. This is Anderson for Kelly. And Kelly, who lost it for a moment, driving baseline, takes the contact and the foul called. 2 shots here for Kelly. Another look. One of 2 from Kelly. Saeed Robbins with Dover leading by 4. Crimson, by the way, in the bonus the rest of the way. This is Pachota back in the game. Stolberger, tight defense. And the whistle on the floor. They're going to call it against Mo Baird and Stolberger. And so that's 2 free throws for Pachota. Anderson will take a seat, hobbles over to the bench. Tough couple minutes for him. Max Messino will check in. And so certainly an injection of energy coming for the Crimson as this ball goes off of Leibowitz and out of bounds. Position was had by Josh Quiles, and that gives Dover another possession here at the end of the second. Quickly in for Pachota, got his own miss, and this one easily cleared by Stolberger. Chris Kelly, eyes up court. Sokolowski with now Leibowitz cutting. Into the hands of Messino. Sokolowski flashes underneath, makes one more move. Stolberger out to Messino, wide open at the top of the key, he drills it. Much needed bucket from Mo Baird, 25-23. Tough shot in the lane, off the glass and good for Dover. Emilio Mendez. Now it's Leibowitz, guarded by Quiles. Kelly's flashing, has it in the paint. Stolberger with 12 seconds to his right hand, counted and one. One more look. And Stolberger, who favors that left hand, goes to his weak right, but still finishes well. He's been a super hard worker for Tim Fell. And speaking of hard workers, Leibowitz. Oh, he couldn't put the bunny back. He got the rebound, and then a foul called on the floor, which is not what you want if you're the Crimson, because that's 2 free throws for Dover. Max Messino and Tyler Anderson going back and forth from the bench to the court, and Messino checks back in for Anderson with 5 to play. It's going to be 2 shots at the line for Emilio Mendez. Anderson back on. Referee not allowing that substitution. Which could come into play if the Crimson get the ball back. We'll have one more possession. Here comes Messino for Anderson. So he is on the floor for the final 5. With Mendez looking to stretch it to a 2-possession game. Off the mark, picked up by Dover. Turnaround from Quiles. He got it at the buzzer. It's Dover who will take a 5-point lead heading to the locker room. So that'll do it for the first half. And we will leave you with this feature. We talked to some Mo Baird seniors. This is Spirit Week here on Play by Play Productions here at the Morristown Baird School, so enjoy this video.
I'm excited, get to play with kids I don't normally play with. You know, Jack Scorley's my best friend, so he'll be probably on my line that night.
It's definitely made me emotional. It's going to be good to have kind of all the parents there, and I think it gives everybody else a little bit of added kick or motivation.
The thing I'm looking forward to most is playing with all the seniors from the JV team and the bittersweet moment of graduating, but also having that moment on the ice as the last time all together.
I'm excited for the energy that we're all going to bring. There's going to be some JV seniors coming up who I know have been excited for this moment.
It is challenging to know that it's going to be my last game, but I definitely know that working together as a team, it's just going to be like old times. I'm definitely going to miss the memories the most, the memories that the whole team made together.
I've met so many different people here. I'm really just going to miss the guys on the team.
The thing I'm going to miss the most is probably just the team atmosphere. All the friends that I made and all the girls, it's really a fun time. It's a fun group of people to just be playing with.
We're so close. We really built the chemistry on this team, and it's been great so far.
I think it's just like a family. You know, I think we've all been super close and since freshman year. I think it's really fun. It's kind of like our last run together.
It's that sense of community that we have. Those long bus rides, being with each other for so long really helps build that chemistry and that team bonding.
Definitely gonna miss, the really close-knit community of the sports teams and just at school every day, all my friends.
Just being in the locker room with the boys, and it's pretty special being able to share the ice with kids that are in your math class, English class, and being able to come to the rink and just kind of relax and have some fun. I mean, these are your best friends.
I think that what makes it so special is that we have a bunch of people that are really dedicated. They go out there not just to win, but just to have fun.
I want to give a shout out to my whole family, mom, dad, brothers, grandparents, aunts, and uncles.
Give a special thank you to my mom and dad for just putting countless time and money and effort into me, and they really made me the player and the person I am today.
I want to give a shout out to my grandma coming down from Syracuse for the game tomorrow, and then my grandparents from Bedminster.
Thanks out to my grandfather. He comes to my swim meets the most. He's super busy all the time, and every time he comes to it, I always feel like I do better.
Shout out my mom and dad for helping me start skiing and pushing me to come here.
I'm pretty sure my grandma is going to be at the game tomorrow, and then I think also my grandparents in Florida will most likely be watching this.
I guess I want to give a shout out to my mom. She's been there through my entire swimming career, so.
Definitely my family. They've kind of helped me and supported me.
Shout out to my parents, my mom. She really, knows how to keep me in check and focus on my goals.
Shout out to my dogs.
Shout out to my dog.
Back we come here, third quarter. Beginning between Mo Baird and Dover. Live here on Play-by-Play Production. Simon Rosenwasser here with you. And the Crimson with an early 2. Thanks to Max Messino. Started the first half hot. He starts the second half with a deuce to bring the Crimson within 3. It was a Dover buzzer beater to extend the lead to 5 by Josh Quiles. And here's a turnaround, and Messino with the rebound, and he's looking immediately to run. Messino for Sokolowski, nothing there. Anderson, back to Sokolowski. Now Anderson puts it on the floor. It's Leibowitz who will try a 3. Well off the mark, but the foul called. Quiles got him on the shooting arm. See if we can get another look here as the Crimson with some good ball movement. And that's the turnaround from Messino to score the first 2 of the third quarter. And there's Leibowitz at the line. Quiles going to step to his rightful spot around the key. And Michael Leibowitz for his second free throw. Picked up by Saeed Robbins. There's Robbins for Mendez. Leibowitz got a touch. Foul going to get called on Messino on the follow. Good contest from Mo Baird. It's the first team foul against the Crimson here in the third quarter. And the big man in A.J. Pachota heads to the line. You see the first contest from Anderson and Leibowitz, and the Messino from behind. Pachota with that student section right in front of them. They're going to come into play here in this third quarter. See them in front of the Dover bench. It's going to be tough for those Dover Tigers to shoot free throws here in this second half. 0 for 2. Another loose ball picked up by the Tigers, though, and straight to the cup for a deuce is Emilio Mendez. Back to a 5-point advantage. And so an issue that plagued the Crimson at the end of the first half comes to roost here in the second as well early. Sokolowski, long dribbles, will give the Messino, who will start the offense. Sokolowski guarded tightly by Mendez. Now it's Kelly. Looking for Anderson. Off a leg, no kick ball. It's Pachota, and he was challenged. Michael Leibowitz called for the foul. 2 free throws coming. That a kick ball might have been called here. You saw that it was off of Saeed Robbins. Whistle stayed silent, and a beautiful look at Pachota, who, like he was going for the flush. Another rebound for Dover, and they'll have possession. All right, we'll take a quick step aside. First 2 minutes gone by here in the third quarter. It's 33-27. Dover over Mo Baird. All right, back we come. 6 minutes left, third quarter. Dover and Mo Baird in a tightly contested matchup here. 6-point lead for Dover. It's their largest. Saeed Robbins cruising through the lane, and the whistle goes against the Tiger. Quick out of bounds for the Crimson. Nick Anderson getting good minutes today here on Crimson Senior Night, the freshman. Mo Baird, brother of the athlete Spencer Anderson. Great track star, among other things, here at Morristown Baird School. That 95-yard run sticks out in my memory. There's a travel against Chris Kelly. 95-yard run against the Pingree School during senior day in the fall for Nick's brother Spencer. 5.5 to play, 6-point lead for Dover. Here's Saeed Robbins. Anderson defending, he's right there with him, and Sokolowski's got the rebound. Good defense, and Messino with the strong drive, it won't fall. Chris Kelly picks it up, he'll go strong to the hole. Sokolowski cleans it up for 2. Leibowitz, the rebound. 4-point advantage for Dover. Sokolowski for Messino. Dover back in man-to-man. Messino cutting. This is Nick Anderson for Kelly. The screen from Anderson. Kelly, a little too much. And another loose ball. It's Dover leaking ahead of the pack. Anderson with the hands. And he's able to get it to Messino. No travel called. Messino for Leibowitz. Sokolowski now. Baseline layup, no. Approaching halfway done the third quarter, and Dover slows the pace again. It seems to be the theme. Crimson looking to get out and run. Dover content to settle down in the half court. They've got a little bit of a size advantage. That'll help. Here's a quick trigger on a 3. And although he wasn't down low, Pachota got the rebound. Now Nick Anderson, 1-on-4, sees a lane, goes to his left, won't fall. Rebound tipped by Messino. And now Saeed Robbins for Mendez. And he's guarded by Leibowitz. Here's Pachota. Anderson stepped into the passing lane. Starting to settle in as the freshman. 3.5 to play. It's Kelly. Thought about the 3. Flips it over to Sokolowski. He's wide open. It won't fall. Mendez among 2 Crimson players. Jump ball is the call. Messino. Foul called on the floor. We've had way less fouls here in the second half as we saw in the first. At least we're not on the same pace as we were. Both teams ending in the bonus. Just 2 team fouls apiece here in the third quarter. Side out for Sokolowski and the Crimson. Outlet for Chris Kelly. Nice pass. Bush back into the game, but he missed at the rim. The setup was there, the finish wasn't. This is Correa. Open is Emilio Mendez. Down it goes for 3. Seven-point lead for Dover. Once again, their largest of the game. Stolberger saw a lane. He goes right into Mendez, who stood his ground. It's an offensive foul. And we'll have another look at it here. Mendez standing his ground. 7-point lead. Dover looking for more. Crimson back in a 2-3 zone. Messino on the wing. Sokolowski in the middle. And into the student section. It was caught by one of those students. And Crimson take over, approaching 2 minutes to go. Third quarter. It's Stolberger for Messino. Quick trigger. Stolberger tracking it down, and out of bounds was Dover. How about the hustle from David Stolberger? Three from Bush. Wouldn't fall. Oh, it's starting to rim out quite a bit for the Crimson. This is a step into three off the transition, and Dover will hit it with Evan Correa. Double-digit lead for Mo Baird. Leibowitz and Anderson ready to come back in. Critical point in the game here for Morristown Baird, and they turn it over. No and one, but a foul called underneath. Evan Correa heading to the line with 1.5 to play in the third. Another look here. Maybe was Messino, and Crimson's got to start thinking about foul trouble. Here comes Leibowitz and Anderson back into the game. Messino takes a seat. And same with Chris Kelly. 1 for 2 from Mendez. 11 points is the lead. Anderson will now run the offense for the Crimson, who could really use a bucket. It's been a big run for Dover here in the third. Crimson have created the buckets. They just haven't finished them as well as they'd like. This is Dax Bush. Step back three is blocked. And the loose ball pinballs to Mendez. Foul called in transition. Dover taking control. With a minute left in the third, it's 40-29. And two more at the line here for Dover. And Evan Correa. Been a little spit and sputter on offense recently. And another look. One of two. 13-point lead. It's Anderson. He's going to try to do it himself. And the foul called on the floor against Dover. Just the third team foul against the Tigers. So they've got a little bit of a cushion to play more aggressively defensively. Anderson able to find his man in Dax Bush. Thrown away by Anderson. Able to get back defensively. This is Mendez turning. Robbins open for three. Count it, and the foul. 4-point play for Dover. Count the bucket and one more. Here's a look, and the contact came after the follow-through. And Robbins gets his own miss. Almost a chance at a 5-point play if he put it down. 16-point advantage all of a sudden for Dover. It was 5 at halftime. Stolberger for Anderson. Sokolowski unable to finish. And this goes off of Dover and out of bounds with 15 seconds left. So baseline out here for Morristown Baird. Chance at a couple points for the Crimson, and it'll be Sam Summer heading to the free throw line. Summer, one of the 2 4-year players on this Morristown Baird Crimson team. And the southpaw. It's his first free throw. Well, you gotta love the student section who continues to make noise despite the score. Gonna try to will this Crimson squad back in this one. And they like Sam Summer hitting 2 free throws. 14-point game, final seconds of the third. That won't fall, buzzer sounds. We'll go to the fourth. It's a 14-point lead for Dover, live here on Play by Play Productions. We'll be back in a moment. All right, back we come, and we look at that Dover huddle, and things have been working well in the second half for Dover. Josh Quiles, Emilio Mendez, Saeed Robbins, A.J. Pachota. This team is spreading the wealth in the scoring department. Well, if the Crimson come back, there's no doubt that Max Messino will be a big reason why. He's been the leading scorer all season, the leading scorer tonight. Had 10 points before you could blink, and he's back in the game to start the fourth quarter for Tim Fell. Well, as has been the case all game long, Dover slowing things down, and they're going to do that certainly here in the fourth, trying to milk this 14-point lead. Looking for the three. It's Frey who's back in. And nearly a turnover as Kelly looking for that outlet ahead to Sokolowski. Back in for Kelly. He's got a wide open look at a layup, and the layups just aren't falling for the Crimson. They're not going up strong enough. Messino, he's been a strong defender, and he's called for a foul there, and that might be 5 on Max. At least 4. And he is not happy. Neither's Tim Fell. But Max Messino in foul trouble, no doubt. 17 foul against the Crimson. Timeout called. And we'll take a quick step aside. Well, a little bit frustrating for Max Messino as he fouls out 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. Had to keep him in the game. Again, he was going to be a big reason why the Crimson came back. Want to confirm it. Honestly, it's at least 4, but looking at the body language, it seems to be the 5th against Max, who played so hard defensively and gave everything he had. 15-point deficit here for the Crimson. Tough shot from Leibowitz, and the turnaround is good. Crimson stay up. They're going to try to speed the tempo. Leibowitz doing enough to get possession back. Would have been a Crimson turnover. Excuse me, a Dover turnover as we get another look at the Leibowitz turnaround. Good looking jumper. Little hook shot there. Pachota with the steal. And he loses possession. Still time left if you're Morristown Bear. The question is, where are these points coming from? They scored 12 pretty quickly early. 21 since then in the first quarter. Here's Gavin Frey for Stolberger. Leibowitz leaves for Frey. Jump shot, no. Frey tracks it down, and Stolberger picks up the loose ball. Kelly for 3. That's good. Chris Kelly brings the Crimson within 10. 6 minutes left, fourth quarter. Ibrahim Ahmed working up top. Picked up by Leibowitz. He feeds Sokolowski, gives to Kelly, takes the bump, and in and out it goes. Student section was ready to celebrate an and one. It'll be 2 free throws at the least for Chris Kelly. So free throws going to be much more important, of course, here in the fourth as the Crimson try to tack some points on without time coming off the clock. Couple substitutions here for Dover. Two for Kelly, 46-38. 2-on-1 for Dover. Pachota missed it. Would have been a good alley-oop. Instead, it's the Crimson who've got a little bit of a run going. Sokolowski back to Stolberger, pulls the trigger and drills the 3. Timeout Dover. Crimson within 5. Another look at the transition with Stolberger running it, receiving back and hitting. And Morristown Baird, you see Max Messino there on the bench. He can only be a spectator. He's got to love what he's seeing from Mo Baird, and the student section still engaged. here in the fourth quarter with 5:15 left. Take one more look from the other angle of this fast break. Coast to coast, Stolberger with the loose ball pickup. And this was, I believe that was actually quality replay to show, because that's Max Messino's 5th personal foul. You see him there, hands on hips. But well, turning point in the game that maybe wasn't foreseen. Messino goes out, and all of a sudden the Crimson starts scoring points. Next man up mentality. Crimson gonna stay up and press. Dover breaks through. Good rebound from Sokolowski. The defense from Frey. Chris Kelly brings the ball up. 5-point game, 5 to play. Leibowitz looking underneath. Stolberger relieves him. Now Frey needs help. Finds Kelly. Chris Kelly off the dribble. Got around his man and flipped it in. 3-point game. "14-point run for the Crimson. It comes to an end with Jordan Ake flipping in 2, back to 5. We got ourselves a ball game here on senior nights. It'll stay here with the Crimson. And how about the crossover from Kelly? Frey on right wing. Stolberger. Now Frey underneath, mismatch, and a 2. Leibowitz defends. Stolberger steals for Kelly. Wave off the bucket, it's a travel. Well, Morristown was ready to erupt, but Kelly called for too many steps. A little bit of a jump step there. Couldn't really tell on the replay, but the call goes in favor of Dover. Same with that one. That's going to be the 8th personal against Morristown Baird. So we're going to look again. Definitely a travel, as you see on that replay from the second angle. Front end of the 1-and-1 missed. Oh, that's a tough foul there. Sokolowski straight up, tough shot. And Aludis Gonzalez able to draw the contact. So Gonzalez for a 1-and-1. Oh, 2 shots at the line. This is a look at it. And yeah, maybe a little bit of a reach there from Sokolowski. Didn't need to do it, but it's so hard to keep yourself from reaching in. He had the position, though. And Gonzalez hits 1 of 2. Time out, I believe. Nope, just a substitution. 3:25 left, 4-point game. Well, we're happy to see that the crowd's still engaged. We're happy that you're watching here on Play by Play Productions. Getting to crunch time here. No Max Messino, fouled out early in the fourth quarter, but the Crimson have worked themselves back into the game nonetheless. This is Chris Kelly with Saeed Robbins guarding. Now Frey for Leibowitz. Movement from Maubert, Dover with them on man-to-man defense. Kelly has come alive here in the fourth quarter. Foul called on the floor. Dover still with one to give. Saeed Robbins the guilty party. Sokolowski back, on the side to inbound. 2:57 left. Leibowitz lost possession, and then Stolberger fouled in transition. So 2 free throws coming. It's double bonus time for Dover. It's 5 personals on Stolberger as well. Tim Fell calling the timeout as Crimson will have to readjust again. One of their primetime players fouling out. Messino and Stolberger out. Do the Crimson have enough? Let's take a look at their upcoming schedule as the Crimson will take on Kittatinny on the 2nd. Pompton Lakes and Randolph, Newark Academy. This is quite a busy schedule for Morristown Baird Crimson coming up. Playoff season, a lot to be determined, of course, with those playoff matchups. 2 free throws out of the timeout. Stolberger out. Nick Anderson is in the game for him, so it's Dover with a couple free throws in the form of Evan Correa. Around and in for Correa. Lead back up to 5. Here comes Dax Bush. He'll check in for Gavin Frey. Under 3 to play. Big possession here for Morristown Baird. They've hung tough all game long. Down as many as 17. Kelly for 3! It's good again for Chris Kelly, his 2nd triple of the 4th. He halves the Dover lead. Bush trying to take the charge. Dover goes right around him with Josh Quiles for 2. Kelly for the answer. He'll draw the foul. Chris Kelly, the man to step up here in the 4th for the Crimson, it seems. Another look at the 3 from Kelly, just outside the line, as you saw. And the ensuing possession, a couple free throws coming for Chris. One of 2 for Chris Kelly. Both teams in the bonus. Dover, as the clock approaches 2 minutes left. Patient on offense. This is Mendez with Anderson guarding. He hands off to Jordan Ake. And now Quiles. Well, Dover does have the size advantage if they can get it to their bigs underneath, but they're content with a little keep away on the perimeter, and Kelly called for the foul. Still, it's going to be 2 free throws for Dover, so the Tigers hit their free throws. Going to be tough for the Crimson to overcome. Saeed Robbins at the line. Well, student section might have had something to do with that miss. Gavin Frey checks out. Noise on the second free throw, but Robbins able to hit. And the lead back up to 5. Kelly, Sokolowski, Anderson, Leibowitz on the floor. Anderson able to get it into Sokolowski. Anderson now with room to run. And that's an offensive foul. Frey comes back in the game on defense. Dover once again able to strategize with keep away. Foul called, and more free throws for the Tigers. Mendez to the line. Mendez with those matching orange sneakers for the Dover Tigers. And he drills the first free throw. Out comes Frey again. One of two, tip drill, Leibowitz brings it down. And then the Crimson throw it away. 6-point game. Dover again. Playing keep away. Sokolowski, you can hear the smack. It's a foul and another couple free throws. Well, Josh Quiles saw the opening. Dover's not going to shoot unless they see a wide open lane. That's what Quiles had. And to the line he goes. Actually, a pretty good challenge there from Sokolowski. One of two for Quiles. Crimson need threes. It'll be Sokolowski for two. How about an old-fashioned three-point play? Well, it continues to be the Crimson in transition, their best bet offensively. And Sokolowski heading to the line for one more. Again, the story for the Crimson, Messino scored early but fouled out early in the fourth quarter. Sokolowski and Chris Kelly, among others, erasing a 17-point lead, but the lead is back up to 6 for Dover here in the final minute. A.J. Pachota with the easy two there. Foul called against Dover. That means free throws for the Crimson. And Chris Kelly will shoot them. Still just a 1-and-1 situation for Morristown Baird. Dover has Emilio Mendez set to check in. And Chris Kelly, big free throw there. He earns a chance to shoot another. Timeout call. Well, we looked at Morristown Baird's upcoming schedule. Take a look at Dover's now. The game on the 3rd, Boonton on the 7th, Morris County Tech, High Point and Montville on the docket for Dover. But the task at hand is milking this 4-point lead with 57 seconds left. Crimson have fought hard in this one. Do they have any magic left? They were able to cut it to a 3-point game after being down 17 in the 3rd quarter. A flurry of buckets over the first 3 minutes of the 4th. And now here in the final minute of play, the Crimson, who are down a couple of key players, will have to get some stops defensively before they can try to erase the deficit. Dover gets it in bounds. Crimson going for the steal first, and they'll get it. Sokolowski down to Leibowitz, almost threw it away. Sokolowski attacks and scores. It's a 2-point game. 40 seconds left. Dover gets through the press this time. Oh, and then it's thrown away. It's loose. It's picked up by Pachoda, and he puts it in. Oh, the Crimson almost had it with a chance to tie on the next possession. Still a 2-possession game. Kelly called for a walk. Quickly in play, and the foul game has to start if you're Morristown Baird. They got what they wanted. They got one steal, almost got another, but Pachoda, who picked up the loose ball and scored, made it a 2-possession game. Now it's free throws, and 2 of them for Emilio Mendez. One of 2. 22 seconds left. Foul is called well away from the basket, so that's actually best case scenario for Morristown Baird. No time coming off the clock. They'll go all the way down the court with a chance to score points. And Chris Kelly, who's been the hot hand for much of the 4th quarter, will be at the line. It is 2 free throws to come from Mo Baird, double bonus. Brooks Limbert comes into the game for Morristown Baird for the first time, the junior. For defensive purposes, it's Kelly who missed both. Leibowitz, a hard-fought rebound and putback. Still a 1-possession game, and now the foul called. Well away from the basket. Leibowitz there, around a couple Dover players. Pure from the line from Evan Correa. Dax Bush checks in the game, 15 seconds left. This is Kelly with 12. Dax Bush for 3. Long rebound for Dover, and that'll just about do it. Well, for a moment, maybe more than a moment, felt like the Crimson were going to turn the tide in this one, but credit the Dover Tigers for hanging on here in the end. Chris Kelly at the end of the game, a last-second heave, that'll do it. Dover wins 65-58. Well, a hard-fought contest. It's the Tigers who come out on top, spoiling Mo Baird's senior night. A big credit to Tim Fell and the Crimson, who were down 17 and made it a good game. Close game in the end. That'll do it for our coverage here on Play-by-Play Productions. Chris Markowitz, our director, Nick Catucci, Dave Palumbo, Jake Gallagher on camera. I'm Simon Rosenwasser saying so long here from Morristown, New Jersey, where the final is 65-58. Stick with us all throughout the next couple of weeks on Morristown Bears Spirit Week. Well, Spirit few weeks, really. Swimming is next on Friday. Girls hockey and girls basketball next week as well. Until then, we say so long from Mo Baird.